Hey there guys, Mike here. Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection is back with some new additions to my collection. Today we're going to look at some releases from Imprint. Imprint Video, they're a label from Australia. They've been coming out with some really interesting releases and stuff like that. So finally I've gotten a few of them. I believe this may be all the ones. I may have one more around here, maybe a couple more, but these are basically new ones that I've picked up here recently. So let's get right into it, guys. First one is a really cool movie from 1975, and I kind of did an upgrade with this. Also had the Paramount DVD for a very long time. Love the movie. It's a very kind of a twisted tale of Hollywood in the 1930s with this actress who really has no talent, and it shows her trying to get somewhere in Hollywood, which is really hard. And it also has shows the relationship with a guy that just moved to Hollywood as a aspiring writer, I believe, and everything. So it's directed by John Schlesinger, who did Midnight Cowboy, amongst other things. The movie I'm talking about is Day of the Locusts. And it's a really cool movie. Really nice. With these imprints, you get like a slip case, and it has some alternative artwork, and it's got some really cool extras on here. We got now it says it's a 1080p presentation, so it doesn't say that this is a 2K restoration, 4K, or anything like that. So we may be just getting a new scan and stuff, so which is kind of leaves something a little bit more to be desired as far as the way it looks and everything. Extras on here, it's got an extra called Martini Shot, which is a interview with William Atherton, who is the aspiring writer. It's got an exclusive video interview with film critic Kim Newman, which he's one of my favorite talking heads, like I see on videos. And it's also got a really cool audio commentary by Kat Ellinger, amongst other things. Plus, it's got the trailer and etc. and stuff. So yeah, Day of the Locust. I would try to find this. I found, or try to get that before this goes out of print. Now, most of Imprint's videos, when they release them, they only produce maybe 1,200 copies. And then after that, they're out of print. So I found this on Amazon, and it wasn't expensive yet. So, but I looked for this to go out of print sometime this year. So yeah, try to find it when you can. Now, recently I did a black exploitation video for February, and I was talking about maybe upgrading to this movie on Blu-ray. Well, that's what I did. Found a copy of it on Imprint. I think I talked about that a little bit in the video. This is Across 110th Street. And it's a movie from 1972. Kind of a crime action movie, black exploitation movie, whatever you want to call it. Again, we got a 1080p high definition transfer. We got audio commentary by Matthew Geary. We got a documentary from 1990 on Anthony Quinn. And then there's an interview with author Mikhail Bowen. So yeah, it's, little stuff on there, but it's really cool. One of my favorite black exploitation movies, I guess you could say. Again, you got the really kind of cool slipcase that tightly holds the movie, and then it's got the original poster art on that one, which is really cool. So there you go, Across 110th Street. Now here's a movie that this is from Umbrella Entertainment, which is kind of closely related to Imprint. It's also an Australian label. I had the chance to finally watch this. Now, this disc is loaded. with extras. This was a freebie that Carlos picked up for me in our trade package some months back and stuff, so I had a chance to sit down and watch it. This is The Man from Hong Kong, and this is a movie, kind of a mashup of kung fu, action, Ozploitation, all that genre stuff on here, but it's got a lot of special features, plus it's got some extras exploring kung fu, stuntmen, all kinds of other stuff on here, but it's got quite a bit of stuff, not to go into everything. Yeah, and this is an exclusive 4K transfer of it, amongst other things. I'll put down here some of the extras and stuff. But yeah, The Man from Hong Kong, I forgot to tell you who stars in it, which is... I'm trying to see that. Oh yeah, how could I forget? Jimmy Wang Yu. Yeah, this is one of the movies he did after he left the Shaw Brothers in the early 70s. And yeah, he was doing that. And he did some really cool movies and everything. And he recently died, I believe, last year or the year before. But yeah, really cool action movie. Some really cool scenes. And really liked it. Really enjoyed it. And thanks, Carlos, for doing that. And guys, back now for the next Imprint one I picked up. Now, this was a movie by director Akira Kurosawa that I've never had on DVD or Blu-ray before. I only had the Laserdisc that Criterion Collection released back in the 90s. So this is a really needed upgrade to my Akira Kurosawa collection, because I think I'm only missing maybe 2 or 3 of his movies and everything. So this is Dirsu Uzala. I think I'm pronouncing that right. This is from 1970, and this is when Akira Kurosawa had kind of a low period in the 70s. After 1970, he was going to be working in America on a movie called Tora Tora Tora. But he didn't like the way it was going and the way the studio was, you know, kind of forcing him to do it one way. And he's used to being more independent minded and doing his own thing. And didn't really work out. He bowed out. But also in Japan, he wasn't being able to get financing like he used to get. He was kind of looked at as some of the older filmmakers, and people were moving on and stuff. So the industry kind of forgot about him a little bit there, and he was having a really rough time. There was an attempt at suicide and everything. He had a really hard time in the 70s, but he kind of bounced back, so to speak, with this movie in 1975. He got the financing from some Russian companies, so it's kind of a co-production of Russia, Japan, and I think there was another country involved in this. But anyways, it's basically an all Russian cast. It's in Russian, and it stars. Let's see, what's his name? I probably won't be able to pronounce it. Yuri. No, it's not Yuri. What's his name? I can't think of his name. But anyways, it basically, he's a kind of a guide. This group of Russian, I believe they're soldiers or surveying crew. Yeah, they were surveying the Mongolian frontier, Siberia, around in there, and they get this very eccentric Mongolian frontiersman to help them, guide them, and it goes on a journey of, you know, of learning human nature from each other and different, you know, stuff. So it was really interesting, and this one's loaded up with extras, more so than the other ones. It's got audio commentary, Japanese film expert Stuart Galbraith, the fifth, whatever. Got Mapping Kurosawa, the history of Dirzu Uzola, It's got the sound of Taiga, which is a video essay. Got some interviews with Yuri Solomon. And basically there's 3 interviews with him talking about Akira Kurosawa, Vladimir Arzivnev. And then there's a short making of the film. And there's even some archival video stuff shot at the time. Plus it's got the US theatrical trailer. So it got quite a bit for this. And this is another one that, this came out in the last 6-7 months. So it'll probably be going out of print soon. So I really, really recommend this one. It only gets better each time you watch it. I hadn't seen it in years. It's got some beautiful artwork. We've got 2 different covers here. Slip cover and case cover. So really cool. And finally, guys, I may have shown this before. I don't know. I finally got around to sitting down and actually watching this. This is one of my favorite movies. I don't know what it is about it. I've seen it dozens and dozens and dozens of times. I just really like the performance of Matt Dillon and the actors. Plus, you know, Gus Van Sant. I think this was his 2nd or 3rd movie he made. Who's from Louisville, Kentucky, or Louisville, Kentucky. This is Drugstore Cowboy. And like I said, it stars Matt Dillon. It's got Kelly Lynch. It's got a very young, or a younger Heather Graham, James Lee Gross, and it's got some short little appearances by William S. Burroughs. Pretty cool movie. Again, we got a 1080p high HD presentation. You got audio commentary by Gus Van Sant and actor Matt Dillon. You got a making of documentary from '99, Head of the Curve, visual essay. I got another one on the music. It's a featurette. Diane's Addiction, Kelly Lynch on Drugstore Cowboy. Plus it's got a trailer, everything. So really cool. And they're very tight in here. They're not going to fall out. So you got the basic artwork on the slip, and then you got a different pose from Matt Dillon on the case art. So a very good movie. I really dig this movie, and it's a really nice release. I only had a DVD, I think from '99 or something like that. So it was time for an upgrade. It looks much better. It could probably look even better, but it's a big improvement. So there you go, Drugstore Cowboy. So there you go, guys. That's some new pickups from Imprint. I've been picking them up here and there over the past few months, and finally got a chance to watch them and stuff, everything, you know, and all that good stuff. So that's about it. So if you got any comments, got any questions or anything, make sure you comment below. If you like this episode, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And that's about it. Until next time, I'm Mike. Watch good movies.